You're watching Variety with John and Anna. I'm John Cancio. Back with me this week, I have John Kring.
Hey, thank you so much for having me back,
We had
John.
to film another segment here because we ran out of time last time you were on.
Well, I understand that, but make people think I left and then I came back
but
wearing exactly the same clothes, sitting in the same place. Yes.
That wouldn't be good.
It's television magic, all right? Yes.
Okay, so you have this TV show. Let's give a little background. He has this sitcom that he does. It's called Commons, and you can check it out. CommonsOnTV.com.
I got a real quick question here, John.
Sure.
What's with the bear?
Anna?
Why is there a bear? Okay, Variety with John and Anna. We got a bear.
Okay, Anna's the bear because she's aggressive.
Okay.
And I'm the Earth.
You're the Earth?
Yeah, because I'm earthly, and I'm
so basically, Anna lives on you.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I just said, well, we know who the dominant in this relationship is, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She can take over anytime she wants. Okay, so...
Sorry to hear about that global warming, Anna.
We just took a look at a clip from your TV show, Commons. Tell us, what did we just watch here?
Well, that was a clip from episode 5. This is a sitcom.
Okay.
Okay, and in that episode, as you saw, that with the scantily clad woman, it's like it's like Amityville over here. Get out! All right, the walls are bleeding, as you can see. The mother of one of the characters tries to seduce the main character, and he's trying to kind of put her off, basically, because he's got 2 other friends, and he thinks it's kind of wrong to make it with his friend's mom.
So a little soap opera.
A little soap opera, but a little bit of Mrs. Robinson kind of thing.
Did you write this?
No, I didn't write it. My father wrote. My father writes all my movies and television, everything that I do. I don't have a gift for that.
So you have your own built-in script.
I think it would be a world.
I know, and it's great because I really believe that there is a gift to that. I think that I write and I produce. I'm not someone who should be in front of the camera, and I'm not somebody who should be writing. So that's why it works out so wonderfully. My wife is the cinematographer and editor, and she takes care of that side of it. So really, it's a power tripod.
So you have a great family affair going on there.
Well, I don't know about affair. I mean, that's a little bit weird here, man. Even for public access, I want to talk about that.
Your movies are kind of weird. Your stuff is
some of it can be a little bit weird. Yeah, I was involved in something called the Extraordinary Film Project, where I tried to make 12 feature films in 12 months. That was the goal. I'm going to make 12 features. I'm going to do it in 12 months. Why? Because I've never heard of anybody else doing it.
Did you do it?
Took 20 months. Took a little bit longer. Took a little bit longer.
That's still pretty good.
It was. It was really good.
Now,
it was
how
really
long
good.
were the features?
They were all anywhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you did full features.
Oh,
Are they
full
available
features.
out there?
Yeah. You can go on to the website extraordinaryfilmproject.com. And, I've had, a little bit of distribution here and there. But, I mean, it was just a great learning experience. You become a full-time filmmaker. Mm-hmm. And, when you're, getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning and working on 3 films at the same time, why you're alive or you wish you were dead. One of the two.
I'd be a little confused if I did that.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Well, you are confused because you have a bear and an earth. That makes no sense.
They go together. What do you mean? Now, going back to the show,
Commons.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more in depth. What is this show? It's a comedy?
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's a sitcom. It's about these students who work at a college radio station. Okay. And it's really kind of like, where Seinfeld was a show sort of about nothing. Okay. This show is really about just the simplest everyday things that people, one show was nothing about, it was just about them trying to find an apartment. Another show was just about them trying to find furniture. That there's a lot of wonderful comedic situations that could happen in just the everyday. That's really what my whole concept of extraordinary, comes about. I really believe that everybody, just life itself is interesting. You don't need, blue aliens. You really don't. That's not really what people need right now. Yeah. Not everything has to be a comic book, people. You understand what I'm saying? It could be fun.
And that's why you say you're doing a throwback.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why this is a sitcom about real people dealing with having to struggle, dealing with relationships. It's fun, it's silly, but also hopefully people get a little heart out of it.
Okay. Well, I have a few things to ask you about
Okay,
the
please.
show. Let's talk about the cast a little bit.
Okay.
Who is the cast?
Well, I mean, most of the cast comes from Schenectady and Albany, and we found them through, just putting out casting notices on a Craigslist. That's really a great way for anybody to, get a film started or, television started, is just to put the word out, because there are a lot of people out there that want to work, they want to do something. Now, by work, that doesn't mean I pay you.
Is that paid work?
No.
Okay.
But if you want something fun to do and something that's going to look really cool and be great for your resume, I'm the guy to talk to.
Okay.
But the three leads are from New York City.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does it take to be in a John Kring project? I noticed on your website that many of the actors
a little bit of this, cross my palm right here. I can hook you up.
Okay, so
right?
You could be in your film and they pay
exactly.
you.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit of this right here.
Okay.
No, I mean, so I have had everybody, involved in my projects. Most of the people that are in my movies or in my TV have never done anything like this before.
Okay.
And it's just
my
job.
But I did notice on your website that a lot of the actors are very attractive. Is that what, I did notice that.
What were you using my website for, John?
No. So is that what it takes to be in one of your films? You have to be attractive?
Okay, honestly, people like to look at pretty people. That is an issue.
Okay.
But I also I try to make things look fairly real. As far as as many pretty people as you would run into in your life, you'll probably run into that many pretty people on my show.
Okay.
We'll go with that. Okay. It's not like everybody is a supermodel or anything like that. Actually, I've had people.
It kind of look like it on the website, though.
Well, maybe the three leads, but there's some real warthogs on there. There are. Check out the website. You'll find some warthogs.
And why do you think people are so attracted to watching attractive people?
Because the majority of us are ugly.
Okay.
Okay. Look at me. All right. You see why this guy is behind the camera. And we all like to vicariously live through, just think about our mythology, fairies and things like that, These are attractive things, people don't, like to see a lot of trolls out there. They see enough of that, at, Subway sandwich. So.
Okay, and you're also working on a film that you're trying to help raise money for.
Yes,
so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this is a horrible process, the raising of money to try to make a film.
Is it expensive?
Yes, it is. It's just terrible. I hate it so much because I just love to just go out and shoot. But this is one where I'm trying to get like some stars attached and all this type of thing. It's a movie called Schenectady.
Schenectady.
It's about the mayor of Schenectady, New York.
It's about the mayor?
Yes, who is kind of overweight. He's kind of an overweight guy. He goes on like
it's fiction.
Yes, and he goes on like an Oprah kind of talk show.
Okay.
And basically there's a bet that he has to lose 50 pounds in 50 days, and if he does, the city of Schenectady gets $50 million.
Wow.
And if he doesn't, then this fitness guru who he really hates, who embarrassed him on the show, will receive the $50 million.
Wow.
So it's this really silly show that is going to be kind of about reality television and The Biggest Loser and kind of make fun of all of that, but also kind of have a heart for this guy who is just caught in the middle here. And there'll be a lot of stories about the denizens of the city, and it has this budget of like $250,000 that I'm going to clubs and country clubs and stuff trying to raise. But I've got like some interest right now from like John Lovitz and Michael Ian Black and Wayne Knight, who is the guy from Seinfeld, who played Newman and stuff like that.
Wow.
So I really want to do this project in early November and really get the whole city involved in it. So yeah, Schenectady, and if you're interested in talking to me or give me a little bit of this so I can make this thing, you can go to commonsontv.com and find out a little bit more about it.
And you can also check out his sitcom
as
well on the website.
Yeah, well, yeah, we've got all. I think by the time this airs, we'll have all of the episodes of the show on online too.
Awesome.
Or you could go to Open Stage Media and find out where it's going to be on Channel 16 here.
Cool. That's openstagemedia.org, and they have video on demand, and you can check out Variety with John and Anna as well as his stuff.
Yes.
On that website. So what is your goal with Commons? We'll end this way. What is your goal?
Well, we're already on like a Manhattan Neighborhood Network, which is really cool. That's got like 4 million people in the Schenectady and the Woodstock, with that whole thing. Really, the goal to me is just to create a really interesting, great piece of art. Whether or not there's a second season or not, I don't know. I mean, it really depends on how people respond to it and what sort of an interest level there is. I think just to do art is sometimes, an exercise in frustration. People will have to want it. People want to have to see it. It's my job to entertain. And, if this is something that entertains people and they want to see it, then I'll do a second season. But I'm really excited about this new film project. And I'm always hearing about, new and cool things that are going on that I like to get involved in. I just like to stay busy, John.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That's right.
I mean, I look forward to your film project.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I hope it goes well for you.
I appreciate that.
And maybe you'll see me running around as an extra or something.
I don't want you just to be an extra, man. I want you to be a star.
I would love.
How about
to
you,
be a star.
the mayor of Schenectady, New York? What do you think?
Do you think I look like a mayor? Come on now.
That would be John, if you lost 50 pounds, you'd be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be a sight, ladies and gentlemen. It would be a very short movie because this is the corpse of the mayor of Schenectady, New York, right here.
I thank you so much, John Crink. Even though he insulted our variety sign, I still thank him for coming.
That was not an insult. I admire that sort of weirdness.
Okay, he admires it. Okay, we'll be back with another segment. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.